Welcome back to Advent Darkfort. Or Preference Ref, I don't know. I don't care. It's the PS4
Let's roll,
version.
whatever.
Advent
We're
Dark
going to the
Fence.
Desert Sands Sanctuary.
Whoa, this is a shock. I never expected the goddess's sanctuary to be in such a remote pocket of the world.
Did you not?
Isn't that where these mystical MacGuffins are usually hidden, though?
I don't see what we're looking for at all.
I don't know, Jova. Maybe
Empty.
Galdo decided. Galdo's stupid.
Fang,
So
are you
empty,
sure
just
is the
like this
place?
game.
This is how everyone reacted the last
No, I
time
meant
we came
empty as in.
Don't sweat the small
Whatever,
stuff.
moving on.
Things will be fine as long as I handle it. Just be quiet and follow me.
So, Fang,
Yes. Yeah, see, and even Pippin,
A proper human must always trust the words of their friends.
unless, of course, those friends are retarded and have constantly shown that they're unreliable. But for the sake of the plot moving forward, I'm just going to do this.
also
Every time I
Pippin,
see Pippin, I keep thinking, wait, he's in this game?
Yeah,
why the
it's
hell
like-
are you lecturing us about being proper humans?
I think I messed up.
That too, what Jova said, but also, yeah, it's like Teo said, Whips. Pippin is just kind of there. He barely has
Yeah.
anything to do or say.
He had much to do in the previous timeline. So what happened here?
My guess is, Teo, the writers didn't know what to do with him for the second half,
But
so
that's
they...
the problem, Pedro. It seemed they had an idea what going to do with him, and it just stopped.
My turn.
Well, he'll have more to do in the other timelines, so I can at least tell. Sorry, in the the alternate routes that are exclusive to
Figures.
this version, so I can at least tell you that. Which actually, let me bring something up because because Ken Ito actually mentioned something like that in his interview.
What's going on here? This place seems no different from the rest of the environment.
That's because Compile Hard has been raising the assets, honey. That's normal. Don't worry.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be lots of fun.
Wow, even the characters know this is gonna be a drag.
It's bad when the characters themselves are sick of their own game.
I don't want to be in this thing anymore.
What?
Whoa!
Did someone eat
What
Fang?
the heck is this thing? This didn't show up the last time.
When you said traps just now, is this what you meant, eh?
What are you talking
There,
about?
Sorry, Teo, we cannot actually animate the monster in the
No,
cutscene,
okay,
so we have to wait
that's
until the battle
okay,
starts.
but just even tell me. I don't even know what I'm supposed to imagine here.
I think I get what Teo's going on. It's the fact
But
that
yeah, that's exactly it. The game is open to interpretation.
we're probably going to see the monster that shows up anyway.
What in the world
Don't you see, Teo? The monster is whatever we imagine it to be.
Is this thing supposed to be the
For all I
goddess's
know, the
garden?
trumpet was actually, sprung, was like a lance, but had impaled Galdo or
This
something.
creature is known as an Erophidian.
Oh, okay.
what?
We're getting
Finally.
information.
Slip through the sand
Okay,
and
I love
what
this
they thought.
interview, so I'll read it for you guys when we
Become
start the
snack
battle.
for Mr. Erophidian? What are we gonna do?
Mr. Erophidium.
Hey,
It's the name that Arlie said.
Things are about to get off.
But that doesn't really make much sense though. She's a fairyologist, I get that. But how does being a fairyologist mean you know the names of monsters?
I'm guessing that monsters are associated with the fairies since they guard them.
Anyway,
And being an adventurer she decided just to,
Here's an interesting-
whatever, go ahead, Pedro.
here's an interesting thing to say. Okay, so this is DualShockers' interview with Ken Ito, the director of the Fairy Fencer F games, both versions. He said, okay, so when Fairy Fencer F was first released in Japan in 2014, what was the reason why you wanted to create an updated version for the PS?
New data?
And Ito says, when the development was finished for the PS3 version, the team felt a little unfulfilled with the project. We were hoping we'd get another opportunity to work on this again in the future. So even the developers themselves were not satisfied with the final product. That's usually a good sign, isn't it?
Is there like any talk about, them being kind of pressed for time or, the
Yeah,
studio
that's-
kind of
that's what
rushing
boggles me
development?
a bit, Joe, but other in Japan at least self-publishing, I mean, they could have just taken their sweet time.
Yeah.
Just releasing it a bit later.
And why
Oh,
rush?
well-
And why rush this title? I mean, now if it were a Neptunia title, actually no. I mean, it's not like they had an anniversary to meet or something. So
My guess is My guess is Jova. Idea Factory did not want Compile Heart's Team Neptunia team to work too much on a new IP because they wanted them to go back to Neptunia as quickly as possible. That's my guess.
so we've got an Activision on our hands.
Well, Idea Factory is from what I've looked up, apparently Japanese, and by that I mean people outside of the otaku community, obviously, because we know that that's Compile Heart's primary target audience. But like people like, you know, the older crowd of Japan don't really care for Idea Factory in general. They always see them as one of the bad video game companies and stuff. Anyway,
What are the reasons often mentioned for such?
they don't like the obviously Joe, because the excessive fan service, the pandering to otaku people, you know stuff. Like for example, Gust, you know Gust, the developers of Atelier, and recently Blue
Atelier, yeah.
Those are more regarded specifically because those games are much more. I think the better term is they're more restrained. I mean, I'm not saying they don't have fan service. They can have a couple of, but they at the very least have more of ability to restrain themselves, unlike Compile Heart. But anyway, back to the interview. He says here, Advent Dark Force expands on the story of the characters that didn't get very much screen time in Fairhaven Seraph. What made the team want to go back and flesh out these stories? In the PS3 version, which allow me to remind you, it's the version we're playing right now. Well, technically the PS4 update of that version right now. In the PS3 version, the story was heavily focused on the hero and 2 Arrowhead. There wasn't much room to develop other characters in the game. We, the writers, were aware of this, and we ended up hearing this from people who played the game as well. For instance, Pippin and Ethel are very popular, but they were just there, and their roles felt like they bore little significance. Of course, when we heard about making Advent Dark Force, we immediately began thinking about how to make the story stronger. Some new character, and blah, blah, blah. So there we go, too. The developers themselves realized this, so that's okay, just buy our improved PS4 version.
Okay, now this really makes me wonder if, like, some head honcho was, like, forcing them to rush development for this game, because...
It's not even just that, Jova. Like I said, yes, the alternate paths, the alternate routes that are exclusive to the PS4 version do expand upon Pippin's character. They do. However, the goddess route, aka the PS3 version storyline, is still pretty much unchanged, as Theo pointed out, that Pippin has barely anything to do in this. So it's not like they fixed anything, they just added more.
Yeah. It does seem kind of weird that they didn't also expand it in this route. I mean, I guess they're trying to put in a sense of replayability? That's the only reason I can imagine why. I guess... in case people wanted to play the goddess route as it was before in addition to the new routes?
Maybe. Almost dead.
Yes, Pedro?
I'm trying to find like a good other question to read about after spending much money.
I'll do my best.
Okay, during the development of this game, did you keep the West in mind as a potential... Oh, bring this up. Important story stuff.
Jeez,
Alright.
that was annoying.
That's saying a lot.
Well, that certainly livened
Well, I
things
mean
up,
important by this game standards.
Now, Fang, let us proceed.
Not that it matters, as
Alright,
you'll eventually
let's do it,
see
Aaron.
in time, but I'm not gonna say.
Yeah.
What the?
You still there, Shiro?
Dust Storm?
Sorry.
My, how splendid. Simply amazing.
Amazing!
So this is the goddess's shrine.
It's glorious.
We might want to start this because the last time we were here, Sherman stabbed Tiara, so we might want to get going with this.
Now the real fun comes next.
All right, and guess what, guys? The game. Okay, Teo, you know how we've been shitting on Fang since the beginning of this playthrough?
Mm-hmm.
The game itself is about to do it.
Alright.
Hasn't it already?
Yeah, they did it before with the...
Well, I know. Okay. Let me rephrase that. They're gonna be even more blatant about it this time. Like they're gonna literally flat out tell you, straight up. But you'll see.
Put all your thoughts into your wish.
Yes. Think happy thoughts, and then.
I believe in the Care Bears.
Let me guess, he's gonna end up...
I believe in Santa Christ.
Is he gonna end up thinking about food by accident?
That would actually...
No, don't have another Ghostbuster reference and I mean Stay Puft.
What is this?
Fang, we can't break the goddess's seal.
Why?
Why not?
Did we not collect enough furies?
Yes, we...
Is that what happened, Aaron?
I collected all the fears there is possible to
Oh,
collect
it's
in
not
this
like
route.
that. It's
even the optional ones from Lola.
Then what is it? Tell me, Aaron.
You're not worthy to receive the power of the goddess.
Oh no.
Wait.
That's not surprising at all. So.
You're still immature. That's why the goddess didn't acknowledge.
Wait. Hold on.
Wait, you're surprised by this? You yourselves have been pointing out how terrible Fang is in various skits.
How long ago was it established that the goddess has to deem whoever wants to free her worthy?
Just now, Jova.
So they never mentioned this beforehand, did they?
Nope, they didn't.
Okay, where do I begin with this? 1, why would the goddess care about who releasing her, and if it's worthy or not? What, because she has to grant a wish to that one person? Dude, you've been frozen
because she
there.
wants to possess the one who breaks the seal?
Then why doesn't she just...
You're on the right... you're on the right path, too.
You don't know?
You don't know yet.
So yeah, it turns out Fang is immature and whatever, and unworthy. And that actually does make sense. So yeah, I agree with the goddess on this one.
Yeah, too bad I'm not convinced that Blondie here is gonna fit the role.
Also, seriously, the whole... Also, that just came out of left field, the whole you have to be worthy and mature.
My guess is, Jova, the developers thought, oh wait, we need one more dungeon, so what can we do? He's unworthy.
Because, you know, when you think about it, you know, had they established that before, it would have at least made sense why they were having him constantly be a dick, to show us that, yeah, he wasn't gonna be worthy until he learned to buck up. I mean, yeah, it still would have been crappy writing, but at least we would have understood the purpose as to why he keeps going back to that.
It's my turn. Let's do this.
And goody, we have to fight Mariana again.
Jova, I want to at the very least assure you that despite this being really bad writing, Ken Ito is aware of it. To the point where he made a PS4 version, even though he didn't actually fix any of this. This plot point is exactly like it is in the PS3 version. So, Ken Ito is aware of the problems, Jova. He just didn't fix them. But he's aware of them. Don't worry, he is aware of them.
Didn't this game also have that one main writer too? Did he also come back for the PS4 version?
Toshiki Inoue, yeah. He wrote for both of them, from what I can tell.
How aware is he then? Because he doesn't seem to be as aware.
Okay, sure. If he helped out in a Ranma one happening, he must be aware of how annoyed people are getting at it, because that's one of her gimmicks.
Also, gotta love how Mariana is fairizing, but Sherman is not.
Go figure.
Alright, so here's another question. So when we were developing
what time are you
this
guys
game,
at?
Go to 13 and 30. Oh,
I can hear it, Fang. The screams
13:30, Jova. Don't worry, you're not missing anything.
The sobs of despair over your meaningless existence.
yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, whatever.
Shut up!
Yeah.
Don't you get it?
Don't fuckles with knuckles.
So who am I
Alright,
supposed
I'm
to
at
side with
13:30.
Okay, so who am I 14:30. So who am I supposed to side with among these two stooges?
Pippin.
Alright,
Oh,
Joe,
shit.
get ready. In 3, 2, 1, click.
I can't
So, yeah,
believe,
Joe.
I can't fucking believe Fang is dead.
So there you go, Jova. Sherman just killed Fang. Yay! Fang is dead!
I'm not
So-
sure if... I would prefer if Erin was the one who got killed.
The main character is dead, and I can only feel joy. This is a problem, isn't it?
I want to
So,
reference another stuff, it will be a huge spoiler to it, so I'm not gonna bother.
so let me guess. Someone's going to actually wish Fang back to life, and then, you know, that'll be what the goddess grants to the actual mature person.
My body will absorb and control the vile god's power.
Am I right?
You're sounding bad. You're sounding bad, Jova. You might want to reset again.
We will
Sorry.
realize our dream.
Can you hear everybody else?
Forgive you. I will never, ever forgive you for this.
So what is she doing then?
That's okay, Theo. Aaron used the goddess's power to get them out of
She
here.
disappeared. What's going on?
Hey, Jova, you back?
Yeah. So was I right when I basically guessed that someone's probably gonna make a wish to bring Fang back to life, and that'll be what the goddess grants, because that person's the actual mature one?
I guess.
Basically, Joe, what happened was, so Sherman killed Fang, and he was about to kill all the others. However, Aaron used the goddess's power to teleport everybody out of the way.
Haven't the foggiest.
And by out of the way, he means like a few centimeters away.
So without Fang, we don't have a protagonist. So what do we do now?
Let's nominate Seed as the leader. That usually works.
Unfortunately, Teo, even though Amano and Uematsu are involved, there is no Sid in this game.
Are we going back in? Are we going back in time again?
You're wrong.
Surprisingly, no. I swear, the first time I got to this point, I was like, oh, please don't pull another Breath of the Fall on me, please.
Let's do the time. Sorry.
Calm down.
It's okay, Aaron has a plan.
She has like 20% of a plan.
Is that? It's Fang and the others!
What? All right. Since we time travel, we're waiting for the original group to come.
No.
They didn't time travel.
You got it all wrong, Teo. What happened was, Aaron and Tiara and Fang got teleported somewhere, whereas the others didn't.
Oh, only a specific part of the group got teleported.
So,
right.
but now the rest of the group found the others. Again, the game does a terrible job of conveying this.
Yeah, agreed.
Wait, hold on. Aaron's gonna merge herself with Fang so that Fang can live?
She's going to merge her life with Fang. So basically now both Fang and Aaron will share the same life, basically.
Didn't she already did up against that ice monster?
No. But what is... No, that's not what she did to her. She just turned chibi and went inside him. But
no, there was that monster where Fang wasn't able to beat him, so we activated a new phase of
No. That was Fair Rising.
That was just Aaron awakening a part of the goddess's power, as they put it, too. That has nothing to do with this.
So, basically... So, I get it now. We're pulling a Nier.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Now, Aaron is going to live inside Fang from now on, so that Fang can remain alive.
Suddenly, Pedro ending D doesn't sound that stupid anymore, does it?
Fang's inside story.
Wait, when did I ever say that Nier was stupid?
No, ending D.
Oh, ending D. Well, I never said ending D was stupid. I'm just saying that I didn't particularly care.
What happened?
I never said it was stupid.
They merged. Whatever, I get your point.
Basically, Dwibs, in order for Fang to live after getting stabbed by Sherman, Aaron permanently fused herself within Fang.
Hey, Lola. Alright, Dwibs, do you need me to recap what happened for you?
It's recap time.
Do it in 10 seconds.
I kind of already did, but whatever.
Basically, Sherman showed up. The goddess deemed Fang unworthy. No fucking surprise. So he cannot wake up the goddess. Sherman showed up. He killed Fang. However, Aaron is now merged her life with Fang, so that now she'll be able to live inside Fang, and Fang will be able to live on because of that. That's basically.
You failed, Pedro. It took you 16 seconds.
Aaron's inside Fang. That's short enough.
Yes. It's gross, but yes.
Hold on. See? Even though she's greedy, she's still capable of overcoming that for the greater good. Why can't we play as
the
this
greater
chick?
good.
I think we're about to be able to.
Who knows what'll happen to the world?
Basically,
I don't care what happens to the world.
Basically, she decided to come and help us because she wants a world full of peace. Yeah. So she can quit life with her money. Because if the world gets destroyed, there's no customers, right?
Yeah.
She's
She's being selfless for a selfish reason.
Theo, she's the most relatable character of this bunch, so I'll
That's saying a lot.
Still,
The greedy merchant.
I'm not just gonna stand here and let Dorfa get away with their plan.
So basically, Fang dying didn't really have any impact on anything. They just revived him right immediately. There was no real point in Fang dying.
Well, I guess the idea is that they wanted to establish that now Fang and and Erin now share the same
but
life.
that adds nothing
So I
to
guess-
it. That goes
no, it's
nowhere.
not gonna be. It's not gonna be reprised later on. Like
No, they go
gets
nowhere with
stabbed.
this. The fact that Aaron is inside Fang goes nowhere. It's just they don't even address this for the rest of the game. Really.
From what I can gather, it seems that Fang's at least suddenly gotten his head out of his rear end now.
Let's give it
Let me just put it in simple terms to you. They wanted some cheap drama, so they killed Fang for a couple seconds. That's basically.
It does seem to have.
If they killed him permanently, wouldn't have made a difference because we don't really care about him.
Yeah, the only thing that really seems to have changed is that now he's finally acting properly, only because, you know, his actions have led to this great a consequence. Because Aaron's
So basically,
gone.
so basically now Sherman desperately needs Tiara so he can control the Vile God, because you know Tiara is the Vile God's blood. However, Fang has decided to just go to the Dorfa Tower and just take it to him and destroy Sherman, destroy the Vile God, destroy everything.
ritual to revive the vile god.
Yeah, the stairway to heaven.
Stairway to heaven.
I wish I was listening to that.
That
to that
Zeppelin, yeah.
Uh,
We had to bring in the best British band ever into this.
Really
Brilliant.
hot. I'm coming with you too.
Yay!
Yay!
Maybe they thought that would improve the quality a little bit. I don't know.
It's
Wait,
fun.
she's a fairy?
Yes, she's a fairy.
Oh,
When-
so I was
who's-
right.
Who's the...
Hold on, you're gonna ask. She's gonna ask.
Just as I suspected.
Yeah, where's your fencer?
Hands off.
She's both fairy and fencer.
Without the
No.
need for a fencer. Being tied down to a partner just isn't my style, don't you think?
She's the first ever self-sufficient fairy, and of course Arlie has never seen a fairy like
She's
this.
a minor, you
So,
sick fuck.
Let me get this straight. Fairies can just choose to fight on their own.
Charge her with dorky guy.
So, what are the conditions for her to be able to join?
You have to do all of our side quests before this.
Okay.
Also, so how does that work? Does she become her own weapon and levitate in midair?
No, she has her own magical wand weapon.
So-
I actually really love her attacks. To give you an idea, guess what's the name of her ultimate attack?
What?
Something involving money.
Magical magic.
Wait, how is Erin outside? now?
Wait. What's Aaron doing here?
We went back to the. Oh, actually, that's a good point.
Yeah, how's she
Continuity.
So,
I didn't even notice this.
so,
Question. Did they actually specify that Erin is not able to assume her physical form anymore?
They did too. In the
let me get this.
Wait, is this Fang right now? Like,
Yeah, like they're
can you
alternating
switch?
appearances.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
head
here's the
headcanon.
thing too. If it is, the game never specifies it. So.
Alright then, headcanon. Apparently Fang physically becomes Aaron. Good. So let me get this straight. We actually had technically a character casualty in that Aaron no longer has her physical form, which finally got Fang to mature, and now we have a side cutscene where Aaron shows up with no explanation.
Continuity? What the fuck is that shit?
Also, I'm guessing the real reason that Lola doesn't want to partner is because she'd have to get a
Oh, wait.
account.
Hold on, never mind, guys.
That
Fang,
too, yeah.
but I think did Fang and Aaron just show up on the same screen?
I've heard
They
of
were
an
so
anime
cool.
that does this concept a
No.
lot.
Because I saw
like-
Fang show up at the end of that cutscene with Aaron. I wasn't quite paying attention to see if they were next
Oh
to
yeah,
each
I
other.
think he did. Let me quickly
I'm
check the
trying to think.
thing.
My fault.
No, he didn't.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, so I guess maybe they do turn into each other?
It's stupid, regardless of however you look at this. Anyway,
Who am
go ahead,
I?
sure.
Who am I? Who am I?
So, wait a
Talking
minute.
to you makes my heart feel light.
Well, hang on a minute. Hang
Go
on.
ahead.
If Fang gets married to someone now, wouldn't that mean that it's both polygamy and a three-way marriage?
We already
It's
covered this
compa-
in Time and Eternity.
Dwebs, this is Compile Heart. Are you surprised at this?
The more the merrier, Dweebs.
Alright, here's an interesting thing that you might find interesting. Just like Ace Attorney, we have an audio log. We have a dialogue box, and here's the thing: you can actually play back the actual voice clip that belongs to said line.
Heaven, huh?
Really?
Just
That's
wait.
interesting.
I'm coming for you.
Despite
That's neat.
I don't know, in this game I think we're on the highway to hell.
Yes.
I took the highway to hell!
No, remember, we're not on the highway to hell. We're on the stairway to heaven. Okay, just
Apparently.
Well, I knocked down that stairway.
It doesn't feel like it.
But besides, Jova, as you remember, hell is actually either time and eternity or Final Fantasy.
Oh my god, she's explaining it, Twibs.
So what's this, Purgatory?
Intellectual curiosity overrides my common sense, which means I might have an addiction.
Oh my
Everybody
god.
knows that. Just because you admit that doesn't change the
Yeah,
problem.
we got over the song good dance already. I think the game's never gonna learn.
Well, the game is being repetitive, so it's forcing me to be repetitive.
No, seriously.
The first step is to admit that you have a problem.
The thing that frustrates me is that we're finally getting some mature Fang, and it took Aaron having to sacrifice herself to save him after dying.
And allow me to remind you,
Still
Jova.
come back to physical form anyway, so pointless.
And allow me to remind you, Jova. We're only one dungeon away from finishing the PS3 storyline, which means that...
So Fang
Whatever.
finally acts like an actual decent character when we're 95% done with the campaign.
There you go. Brilliant, isn't it?
Let's just read
The final
it.
battle's about to start. Do you need everything you need? Blanky, hanky. I'm not going on a field trip or something. Why the hell would we need medicine for insect? Well, you never know what to expect, so I'm just being cautious.
Quick, somebody get Batman to be that prepared.
I'll remember she's the mom and anyway. Fang, can you really turn tadpoles into frogs? That's a reference to something he said in the cutscene. Basically,
Yeah.
Fang that wasn't Ethel wasn't aware that tadpoles turn into. You didn't know that tadpoles turn into frogs? Tadpoles turn into frogs. Frogs used to be tadpoles? That's amazing.
Poor girl.
Learning biology with Ethel.
Oh, that was it. Going all out. Go ahead, Shira.
Chest toe?
You're supposed to be like a karate move. Chest toe and shit. Whoa, you surprised me. Why the heck did you shout that out just now?
Sorry for the noise. I saw a spider and I was just about to squish it.
No, Karin, the correct procedure is to burn the entire house down.
I usually just pick it up and put it outside.
Yeah, I respect.
I just pushed it down the toilet.
Okay, if I see that the spider's getting...
Teo. I'm imagining the writer writing that particular skit. Okay.
I'm
Karin
so proud of
finds a
myself.
spider, and Fang goes, oh, it's a spider. Genius. This is my best skit yet.
Unless...
I will win the Pulitzer because of it.
Anyway, alright, time for some more stereotypical Britishness.
It's time then.
For tea.
It's time.
It's always time for tea.
I don't think I've ever seen that sprite animation of Fang with his eyes closed like that.
Yeah, it is. I can't lose now. Never mind the fact that Fang...
I understand. Pippin and I will give our all as well. The fate of the world rests in your hands.
We finally get a set of dialogue with Fang that isn't cringeworthy, and it's probably the last one we're gonna get.
Sherman is a fool. Strength alone is not enough. Even if he obtains the vile power he seeks, it will only lead to destruction.
That's assuming the Vile God doesn't kill him after he releases him.
Damn right. I'm gonna crush his plan and show him what real power is all about. The real power of friendship and teamwork.
Of course.
Crush his plan.
You're a very reliable person, Fang. I'm glad I decided to join you.
Well, okay. In terms of actually
Alright,
getting
Shiroi,
stuff
have
done,
fun.
technically, oh my
Guys,
god.
shut up, Lois talking.
Oh. Were you surprised when you found out I was actually a fairy?
In the sense that I had absolutely no freaking idea that fairies could be fences on their own, sure. Was it ever hinted at beforehand?
Nope.
Nope.
Whatever.
Well, duh. Why'd you stay quiet this whole time?
Because everyone lets their guard down if they think I'm just a normal kid.
Of
Pretty
course.
useful. Thanks for being fooled too.
Well,
Can I have my money back then?
to be fair,
Being bamboozled.
To be fair, girl, I think you fooled most people. I mean, there's really nothing to tell that you're a fairy.
Not really, no.
Well, there isn't really a way to tell from the others either.
Alright, so...
Exactly my point as to why I don't get why she's so proud of
Oh,
fooling us.
Sure.
Welcome. You look like you have a lot on your mind. Did something happen?
I literally have someone in my mind.
Not just that, but I got killed.
Sometimes.
No, but you have this vacant expression on your face.
Well, that's the exact same impression he's using right now. Hey, even I think about stuff every now and then. Jeez, you're kind of rude. I can think of things.
How do I break?
Therefore I am.
Food. And food.
Yes.
Don't worry, I never say stuff like this to my other customers.
Well,
so does Tomoe have a secret crush on Fang or something?
Maybe.
Whatever. It's not like she has any involvement in the story anyway. So
she's just there to be a shopkeeper.
Are you going to the stairway to heaven? I heard it used to be the foundation of an enormous tower.
And no, don't worry. It's not the reuse of the assets from the subterranean tower again. Fortunately.
Legends say it contains a shrine dedicated to the goddess, but I don't know if the legends are true or not.
Why has nobody ventured up there and come back to tell about it?
It's a sad fact when the game itself is not sure of its own lore.
I'm not entirely sure. Oh boy.
A self-sufficient species of fairy that doesn't need a fencer at all. Very interesting.
I wouldn't be surprised if you're
She's a fucking minor.
I would not be surprised.
Okay.
You know.
Trust me, Teo, this isn't even the worst of it. Wait till the Vile God wrote.
Hey, stop scanning me from top to bottom. If you keep doing it, I'm gonna charge you.
Is that prostitution?
We already did that, Joe.
I guess.
Anyway,
You don't have any wings?
You know, I'm convinced Harley is probably the reason why there was a law put that fairies don't always need fencers.
No.
What about fairy dust?
Don't you mean pixie dust?
Why would I have fairy dust if I don't even have wings?
Wait, they're connected? So I don't.
Because usually they're, tied into flying.
No.
What's in your bag?
Okay, what is this? What is this? A police search now?
Tell me now or I'll arrest you for being blonde. I don't know.
Drug dealing. It's quite simple. We're running on the pan logic here, where pixie dust is pixum that you smoke in order to become younger.
However, my sixth sense saw right through you.
That's a complete lie.
It actually isn't, because it was short, so I can't blame you guys for missing it. But earlier there was, in the previous part, there was a cutscene where Harley briefly mentioned that she suspected of her being a fairy, but it was very quick, so I can blame you guys for missing it. But she didn't.
Alright.
You're constantly observing me. You should observe Pippin.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah, but Pippin is a fencer. So
oh,
You've already forgotten that Pippin is a fencer.
So even the fairy.
You don't know what Pippin is, do you? Then why don't you just
These fucking thieves.
So let me get this straight. So even the fairy doesn't know if someone else is a fairy. Wow.
It's part of the joke. So.
Fair enough, I guess.
Sorry, Teo.
You know, I realized we haven't heard this theme in quite a while, surprisingly.
That doesn't make it less grading, Joe.
I gave him a thorough examination after he joined our party, but he acts so much like a human that he's not worth observing.
Bestiality?
Sure, why not? Let's add that to the mix.
I mean, the game is going to the shitter anyway. Might as well all the way through.
Yeah, but let's just sacrifice all traces of dignity at this point.
You just happen to stimulate my scientific curiosity. Plus, you're so cute that I could never get bored of observing you.
Reminder that
Please tell me that the guy from To Catch a Predator just shows up and asks her to take a seat.
Reminder that we just had a side scene with Harley where she said that her scientific research eliminates her common sense and that it's an addiction.
That has nothing to do with scientific curiosity. I think I'm just more your type than Soji is.
Whoa.
Brilliant.
I am a child, though, so...
But that is my type.
Well, technically, Shiroi, fairies are
Oh,
hundreds
wait.
of years old, so technically she's not a minor, I guess.
I know,
I
but
guess.
the fact that she, like, her physical appearance is that of a child is very.
Yeah.
Hey, you totally took the spotlight from us.
Stop being meta for no reason. You're not funny.
So, yeah,
Wow,
that was
Wow, that was a basically what we've said. So now let's wait for all of these boring conversations that lead nowhere. I know that the skits themselves also go nowhere, Teo, but well, I gotta show something.
Here's Bird.
Oh,
I was only muted, but I get it.
Alright.
Go ahead, Shuri.
Hello, I've got an amazing new item in stock today. And I'm gonna show it to you first, because you're my favorite customer.
You're part of our party, girl. Why don't you just equip it?
Thank you so much. Oh, hi, doggy.
Sorry, you don't get any mates rates.
I'm sure it's another crappy quality item, right?
Oh, don't be a party pooper, Fang.
Of course not. It's the Super AMA. Okay. I will answer any yes or no question you provide.
AMA.
Is that the magic 8-ball?
Super
Yes.
AMA sounds like something that a
It's a
bank
magic
called
eight-ball.
It literally is.
AMA, that usually stands for Ask Me Anything on Reddit.
I'm guessing that's probably it. It's a Reddit reference. Probably.
Introducing the Super AMA from that West with
Yeah,
2.1%.
Yeah.
Why are you referencing Reddit?
Yeah. I mean, the game is shitty anyway.
Because
but
we're topical.
Accuracy,
Because we're topical and hip, right? Go ahead, Shuri.
But Reddit, though.
This new product from Dorfer is all the range. It boasts a staggering 50% accuracy rate.
Well, no shit. Really? Another Dorfa item? Plus 50% is just normal probability. How stupid do you think your customers are?
That's not the probability. She's using it in the context of, you moron.
Also, for comparison, Cloud and Company still use technically Shinra equipment during their journey.
Yeah.
I thought I could phone this up on you.
We hate Shinra, but we'll use their products because...
Hey, that motorcycle was awesome.
I heard that. You totally gave away your true intentions.
Excuse me.
Why are you so obsessed with money?
That's not
Alright, go ahead.
Go ahead.
You're always like... But
No matter what happens, you'll be like, money this, money that.
I know, but...
Money is really important. I love money more than anything else.
She's
I mean,
honestly...
Can you say no to that such a face?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're so cruel, dude.
She's tried to foist a broken property on me.
But dude,
She's adorable.
the cuteness. Come on.
I don't want to be guilty of receiving stolen goods,
What are
okay?
you gonna do once you've gathered enough money? Are you saving for something?
Dude.
Please, I'm not that shallow. I don't love money because I want to buy things with it.
Yeah,
She
come
just
to
loves
think
the
of
money.
it.
She just loves the money itself.
She's gonna be like Scrooge, having like
money.
Yes, there you go, Teo. The anime equivalent of Scrooge.
I'm not sure what to think of this.
I love everything about money. The smell of it, the feel of it, earning it, counting it. It's when I gather as much of it as I can. So yeah.
And I also plan to
honey.
swim in it in one day.
Honey, most of
You're
coins,
very
because money is composed by coins, mostly in this realm, is been in the hands of people or on the street. I'm not sure if it smells that greatly.
Wait, maybe she likes all the different smells and scents that get there from them.
I doubt it.
Sure.
Plus, if I had no money, I'd have all kinds of problems. But all those problems will vanish if I have lots of money.
She's got 99 problems, but money ain't one of them.
Wait, you're right. Wait. No, the world isn't that simple. There's more to life than money.
Yeah, I mean,
There's
you
food.
totally don't need money for food, or taxes, or a house, or clothing.
Such as...
Like, you know, seriously.
Treating people nicely?
Being nice is important too, but you can't make a living doing that. You can't get anything just by being nice, you know.
That is actually a legit point.
Well, that's true, but...
Okay, this is actually funny.
Food
And
expenses,
it's Lola, so...
lodging and accommodation. There are lots of things we need money for.
College, video
See,
games.
there you go. The game is telling you the root of all problems: capitalism.
Even so, a kid like you shouldn't be raving about money all the time. It's about time you stop doing these shitty sales.
Trust me, it's better a kid learns it earlier than later.
There you are, Fang. Can you hurry up and pay back the money I loaned you the other day?
Holy shit, Fang.
You see, guys, he was trying to say how money is and everything, but then he actually borrowed money from her. It's funny.
Clever.
You know, okay,
that
that's...
disappeared from the skit. The skit became immediately much less funny. It's amazing how the very moment that Lola leaves the screen, the skit loses all funniness. It's amazing.
I don't know. The payoff's working for me, and besides, she's back anyway.
Oh, yes she is.
See,
I can explain this. This is just, how should I put this?
A bad joke.
See, the reason the payoff to this joke actually works is that...
My mind's not gonna be changed by someone who owes money all over town.
See, the reason the payoff to that joke works is like, well, you're wondering, okay, why is Sing actually going on about this? And then you see the reasoning why, which ties into the joke overall.
Like I said, I really love money. I'm gonna keep earning more and more of it for as long as I can.
What if you have all the money and there's no more to get?
Then she'll just kill herself, I guess.
But that's illegal.
Well, too bad.
I can print money because Lola says so.
Anyway, so yeah, that happened.
Well, she has all the money in the world. She can.
Shit happened.
That part was more pleasant than bad.
Alright, everybody, so in the next part, we go to the stairway heaven.
Yay.
So see you then.
Alright.
See ya.